As a human, being addicted to dopamine is both a curse and a blessing. Hello, this is day 45. Welcome in, sit down, pull up a chair if you feel like it, or stand, wherever you're watching this, maybe even laying down. Dopamine is one of the chemicals in our brain. There's four of them, four important ones. Dopamine is the one. It's like a little reward after you do something good. So you know that feeling you get when you eat food and you're like, tastes nice. Or you watch a TV show you like and you're like, that's Friends. Or any of these things, you do things you like, you get the dopamine cycle. And these sort of, the world is meant to feed you a stream of dopamine. The best example of this and the most prominent example of this is short form content. So you're sort of scrolling. And every time you scroll, a video is either really, it sets off the dopamine receptors in your brain. It's like, oh, okay, this is interesting, right? And it's like, okay, we're gonna watch this one. This interests me. Ooh, it fires off in your brain. And it makes it really interesting to you. So you watch it. And then it sort of rewards you for watching. Because it's like, okay, you like that, you watch that, and you enjoy that. So that's what... And then, so you scroll again, nothing. Scroll, nothing, scroll, nothing, scroll, nothing, scroll, nothing. You keep scrolling, and then all of a sudden you get another one. You get the massive dopamine hit, and it feels really good. And you remember like 2 out of every 100 videos you watch on TikTok. Let's be real, you don't remember much of them. And that is the dopamine cycle. It is literally... your brain wants to get dopamine. Back when you were a caveman, you know, ooga booga, you used to, or humans used to rely on dopamine because dopamine was the thing that was like, okay, you did good. We want to do more of this, right? You would gather food, you would eat the food, okay? You'd be like, okay, I have eaten the food, so I'm gonna survive, and your body would give you a little reward. It's your body's way of telling you how to survive, or it was. You know, so you would eat food, it'd be like, okay, that's good. Do that again at some point soon. You would sleep, you would wake up, and you're like, okay, that feels good. You get a little reward, or, you know, you would defeat a massive animal, you'd be like, okay, that feels good, right? That is where dopamine comes from, and the modern world is built around feeding you a constant stream of dopamine. Here are the positives and negatives. Normally, the things that are high in dopamine are bad for you. As a general rule of thumb, fast food is full of dopamine. It makes your receptors go, ooh, but it's full of acids, it's full of, you know, all of these high salts, these sorts of things that you don't need in your body. But because it targets your dopamine receptors, your brain wants you to eat fast food, which obviously isn't good for you, but it's targeting that good response, which is why you like fast food. Scrolling on TikTok forever, that's a major thing. Social media as a whole, don't tell me you don't watch social media, because what are you watching right now? Donut. Like, donuts, they're another example. Donuts, they're full of sugar, which is sort of triggers it in your brain. It's like, okay, this is good, I need to eat food. And you get really fat. And being fat when we were cavemen, ooga booga, was really good. Because, you know, you were just sort of like, you could do what you want, you know. If you were fat, you didn't have to worry about when the next meal was, right? When you were hunting a big mammoth with the boys, you didn't have to worry about when the next mammoth was going to come, because you already got a massive chunk of food right here in your fatty belly. So you didn't need to worry, and that's why we don't have a cut-off with our dopamine, so we just keep on eating, which is obviously not the best for us nowadays when we don't want to be fat because we have a constant supply of food. And the final point is that if you take in too much dopamine, like our modern world tells us to, it dulls your dopamine sensors. So the less high dopamine activities, like watching a long film or watching long form content like this, or just having a conversation with someone, or just doing your classwork, all of these things become a little bit more boring because you don't have that constant supply of dopamine, which your body now demands because it's used to it. Anyway, goodbye.